Sorry?
And Zoom, thank you. Thank you. Also, thank you to the Museum of Glass for hosting us and Hilltop Artists for their collaboration. Shout out to our volunteer leaders, including our board of directors, specifically for Chair Steve Harlow, who's on his way, along with our workplace campaign co-chairs, Jackie Flowers, who's here today. You can't see her in Zoom, but she's waving. And Bill Robertson. We also have our Centennial Tri-Chairs and committee members in the room or via Zoom, whom Donna will introduce later in the program. And to our Toco Society members who give $10,000 or more every year, thank you so much. Bottom line, this room is, via Zoom, is filled with leaders, champions, friends, and we are all living united. We cannot do this without you, so thank you. Well, I do hope that all of you are enjoying your bottles of wine and charcuterie boxes. Our bottles here in person were generously donated by past board chair Bill Berry. And the wine you are enjoying at home was sponsored by Gig Harbor Fred Meyer. The charcuterie boxes were prepared and curated by The Table restaurant located in Tacoma. I ate there last night. It's fabulous. Very good. And they are actually partnering with the Museum of Glass, and they will be opening up a new restaurant located here shortly. I know, isn't that awesome? Well, time has flown by so fast, and I'll have to tell all of you, you know it, Thanksgiving is next week. When did that happen? I don't know. And at United Way of Pierce County, we have a lot to be thankful for. So for this event, we plan to celebrate and thank you, offer you a unique experience in collaboration with Hilltop Artists and Museum of Glass, hear from United Way Worldwide new President and CEO Angela Williams, and update you about our Centennial campaign. Right, I'm not trying to be dramatic, so I just keep on going. This year, we are celebrating United Way of Pierce County's 100th birthday, which took place on May 14th. You only turn 100 once, right? We have to do this well. We wanted to partner with other area nonprofits, specifically with our donor wall and special thank you gifts. And glass blowing is just a huge part of Tacoma and Pierce County. So what better way than to collaborate with nonprofits that help share our unique arts, community, and culture. So before I showcase what we have been working on, I want to introduce you to a couple nonprofit leaders in our community. Kim Keith from Hilltop Artists and Debbie Link from Museum of Glass, who will briefly highlight how their two organizations work together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to those of you on Zoom as well. It's a pleasure to host you here at Museum of Glass tonight and have your meeting here. And I hope you all enjoy your time in the hot shop because in my mind, there's no place better to be on a cold, dark, wet day than in the warm, toasty hot shop. And I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun for all of you. So welcome. We were asked to talk a little bit about the collaboration between Museum of Glass and Hilltop Artists. And, you know, this has been a collaboration that has gone on for many, many years and is probably one of, speaking on the museum side, one of our more in-depth collaborations. And, you know, we love to partner, we love to collaborate. It's a way we can serve the community, but it's also a way that we can learn and grow as a museum as well. And I think that's really been the case with our partnership with Hilltop Artists. Just to give you some examples of what we do together, like tonight, this is Third Thursday, Hilltop is working in our hot shop. And that's great for us because our team has been working all day in front of the public. And it's great to have a team like this that can come into the shop, experience working in front of the public and working with the public. But it's also a great deal for us too, in that Otherwise, we would be hiring more glass blowers to service this evening. So it's truly a win-win. Also, we provide a week-long residency in the summer where the students can come and work with our team here. And typically they work on the items for Hilltop's luncheon, fundraising luncheon. And it's a great way, again, with our professional team, who I think is one of the finest in the world, to work with students locally and for them to share really the enthusiasm of the students, but also what they've learned throughout their profession as well. When we do blow your own, hands-on blow your own with the public, Hilltop comes in and helps with that, which again is a win-win. And there have been several examples where some of the students have wanted to make careers in glass, and we've been able to provide some opportunity for that. There was a student that was our MC for quite a while and has moved on to do other things. We've had students that have been part-time glass blowers or have worked with programs such as our Hot Shot Heroes program for wounded soldiers and vets. So it is truly been valuable. It's been a true partnership and a true win-win. Yeah.
Sure.
You want to add to that?
Well, Debbie has shared a lot about our current partnership. I will say that Hilltop Artists is a youth development program that uses glass to engage with young people. So while we're teaching them to make beautiful, beautiful things, it is really about creating the community that we want to live with here in Tacoma and Pierce County. Our students are between the ages of 12 and 20. And during this past pandemic year, we actually expanded our programming to include an alumni team. So we're actually working with young people, young adults who are 18 to 26, doing lots of apprenticeship and mentorship programming with them. So we serve 12 to 26-year-olds, so that's pretty exciting. And just anecdotally for myself, I was on the original team here at the Museum of Glass back in 2001 before the museum opened as the Associate Director of Programs. And our first intern in the hot shop was Tony Sorgenfree, who at the time was a 16-year-old at Wilson High School. Tony went on to become a Hilltop Artist instructor, and he now leads the program. He's the lead instructor over at Silas High School, which used to be called Wilson High School. And we are very fortunate that we have a number of teaching artists who are actually alumni from the program. And we have been around since 1994, and we've had a relationship with the Museum of Glass since 2001. And so it is a great partnership. We love coming here. Our students love doing the demos on third Thursdays. And so I hope that you will enjoy seeing them making some of your floats and medallions tonight. And thank you so much for supporting the Museum of Glass, Hilltop Artists, and United Way here in Tacoma, Pierce County.
I have to wear my glasses. Like I can't see anymore. So thank you so much, Kim and Debbie, for that incredible introduction and just the partnership. This is a true reflection of our community and how things are going in Tacoma and Pierce County, and it's just so awesome to be collaborating with both of you tonight and ongoing. So now what does this have to do with our Centennial campaign? As I mentioned, we wanted our community to be reflected in this campaign, and what better way to partner. So Tacoma owns Rotator Creative helped us with this concept. I would like now to unveil our donor wall. Some of you may have already seen this at our Centennial rally in September, but we wanted to share it again. It's so amazing. So the donor wall is made of used glass rondelles with various colors and sizes, which represents donors such as individuals, families, foundations, and companies and their giving levels. This design showcases the rippling effect of how your gifts are making an impact here in this community. Not one Lundell stands out. They are a united force, right? United, they're united in making a difference. Part of the left side, as well as the entire right side, are those who have given to the Centennial campaign with a gift of 5,000 or more, which can be completed over multiple years, over 5 years. And we want to thank those who have made contributions already. Also on the left-hand side, which represents our legacy society in green, these donors have made a planned gift to us, such as leaving United Way of Pierce County in their will. And we have a goal of 25 planned gifts, and right now we have 13 amazing donors. Thank you so much, and round of applause for, I guess, our donors, right? I mean, it's weird to do this hybrid thing. I see you guys clapping, and then hopefully there's a lot of applause on the Zoom or the virtual hand claps. So in addition to the donor wall, I know that we spoke of it. We are partnering with Hilltop artists with blown glass floats as well as medallions, which you will see later on today. That's very exciting. I'm looking forward to that. And we do hope that you like this new unique wall. This is actually going to go into the United Way of Pierce County building. It's just a true reflection of this community and the commitment to continuing the legacy of our work. Thank you again to Hilltop Artists and Museum of Glass for collaborating with us. We are honored to partner with you. And now I am going to hand it over to United Way of Pierce County's President and CEO, what I would say our fearless leader, Donna Panapinto, who will introduce our next guest speaker.
Well, good evening, everyone. How are you? How are you on Zoom? I wish I could see all of you. Well, it is just wonderful to be here with all of you tonight. What a fun experience to be able to do a hybrid event and to see some of you in person. And just welcome to everyone who is spending the evening with us online. We couldn't do what we do without you. And again, yeah, I just echo Emily's sentiments and thank you so much for everything that you do. And I want to thank Kim and Debbie for your partnership. It's amazing, and we look forward to doing more with you. So thank you. So now it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you United Way Worldwide's new president and CEO, Angela Williams. So Angela joined United Way Worldwide last month in October, and it's our distinct pleasure to have her join us virtually from the East Coast. I really took a chance here. I contacted her executive assistant, I think it was toward the end of last week. And I said, if you can do it, that would be great. So we're just really thrilled that Angela is going to be able to spend a few minutes with us tonight. She is the first woman and first African-American to lead United Way Worldwide's organization. She previously served as president and CEO of Easter Seals, a role she has held since 2018. She was named to Forbes 2021 list of women 50 over 50 creating social change at scale. Williams brings more than 30 years of management experience to this role, including significant executive leadership experience in major nonprofit organizations. Before joining Easter Seals, Williams spent 11 years as EVP General Counsel and Chief Administration Officer at the YMCA of the USA. Prior to her position at the YUSA, Angela was the interfaith liaison for the Bush-Clinton-Katrina Fund, where she helped assess the effects on and manage the financial support for houses of worship in areas impacted by the hurricane. Angela is a native of Anderson, South Carolina, and earned her Bachelor's of Arts degree in American Government from the University of Virginia, a Juris Doctorate from the University of Texas School of Law, and a Master of Divinity cum laude from Samuel DeWitt Proctor School of Theology, Virginia Union University. She is an ordained minister and a volunteer pastor with her husband, Reverend Roderick Williams. So now I would like to welcome Angela. Angela, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much, and good evening to all of you. Greetings from Northern Virginia. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And I just want to say congratulations on stepping into your second century of service. What an incredible feat. And just think, you have another 100 years to go. So I am really excited about being a part of this wonderful organization. I have been with the organization just now under 30 days. And in that short period of time, I have come to really appreciate the work that is being done on the ground, like Pierce County, with local United Ways. The work that you all do is incredibly important. You're having impact and touching lives in ways that I'm sure not everybody could really understand. I want to thank you all for being donors of your time, your talent, and your treasure in partnership with my colleagues at the local United Way. I also want to just share with you a little bit about my perspective and what I've learned in the past 30 days and what I look forward to seeing in the next couple of months. What strikes me about our organization is that we are at a pivotal point in society and in the life cycle of United Way worldwide, which is also in its second century of service at 135 years. When we look at how the pandemic upended society worldwide, and humanity, I should say, worldwide, what we saw was the need that so many people had. What the record also shows is how local United Ways stepped in and played a very meaningful part in alleviating the pain and the suffering and the need that so many people had. What I also think is so important is that as technology is changing fast, as the landscape in philanthropy is also changing, United Way also has to be ready to be flexible and agile and to be a partner with society and with donors such as yourselves in how we continue to meet community needs. I look forward to working with my colleagues to think about this strategy on how we deliver services. I look forward to having conversations about how we are the community connector. And I also appreciate the opportunity and the position that United Way is in to be that convener, to be that thought leader, to be the advocate for those that are in need of the services and supports that we provide. So I want to just say again how pleased I am to be partnering with you all. My colleagues here in Northern Virginia at the United Way Worldwide, we seek to serve you. We recognize that your work on the ground is incredibly important. You are the hands and the feet that are actually delivering the services. We want to make sure that in partnership with you, we provide the tools and skills that you all need to continue to do the great work. So thank you. I celebrate with you, and I look forward to at some point in time meeting each and every one of you. So congratulations, and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Angela, for taking time out of your evening to join us. Really appreciate it. I, for one, am very excited about what is ahead for United Way under your leadership. So thank you so much again. So for our 100th anniversary, we are looking back at the first 100 years. But we're also looking to the future and examining our work as we continue the legacy of evolving and making an impact in our community. You know, for 100 years, we've been mobilizing that caring power to tackle those issues that we all care about. And to me, that's that's always been the secret sauce of United Way. It's bringing people together to really go roll up their sleeves and dig in and try to figure out how do we solve some of these complex issues in our community. Since day one, we've invested more than $350 million back into Pierce County, $350 million invested into improving lives in our community. And again, we could not do this without the generosity of the Pierce County community, without all of you. So as you know, we continue to evolve to meet changing needs. And today we're focused on uniting the community to end poverty one family at a time. And we have that big audacious goal of lifting 15,000 households out of poverty by 2028 and into self-sufficiency. And through the investments that we have made as a result of your generosity, we have moved with our partners 4,300 individuals from crisis to self-sufficiency. And we're continuing that work every single day. We want to make sure that we are here for another 100 years. And tonight we are rolling out to the community. Well, actually we rolled out to our community back in September, the Centennial campaign, and we have this goal of $8 million. And we're now almost at 4 million. This campaign, this campaign is an opportunity for the community to continue the legacy and address those challenges of the future. It's about creating possibilities together and building a vibrant, inclusive, and supportive community where everyone has opportunities now and into the future. While equally important, this campaign is outside of our traditional campaign, workplace campaign, which we hope all of our donors and partners continue to support at the same time throughout the campaign period and beyond. So we know that there's 1 in 3 households in our community that struggle every day. And those are those Alice families, right? That is asset limited, income constrained, employed. And every single dollar that we raise goes back into the community to support Alice in 3 ways. And actually I've added 2. I'm telling my staff that I'm adding 2 more to that, so you'll find out what they are in just a second. But the 3 main ways is through our Centers for Strong Families and really helping individuals really strengthen their financial capabilities, working with 7 trusted community organizations that provided over 2,900 individuals one-on-one mentoring, coaching, and financial management so that they are increasing their income, decreasing their debt, and improving their credit scores and being able to acquire assets. And then there's basic needs, which to me is kind of the heart, the foundation of United Way, and making sure that individuals have their basic needs met is really the first step in making sure that they're more self-sufficient. And this past year during the pandemic, we were able to, again, with your investments, our partners helped over 150,000 children, families, and individuals cover critical needs like food, healthcare, childcare, and shelter. And then there's 211. Our helpline is just amazing, and especially the work that they did during the pandemic and taking calls from 6 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. And helping individuals get connected to resources around the COVID test, from COVID testing to the other basic needs types of services. So last year they had over just about 80,000 contacts, and of that 80,000, what's really interesting is that 69,000 were phone calls, and in the past that's typically about split in half from people going online to making phone, to calling into 211. And just people needed that human connection and calling into 211 as opposed to online. So the next 2 that I've added is advocate. We put resources back into the community, but we also need to be the voice of those that don't have a voice. And how do we lift up the voice of the community and educate the community on the needs of the Alice families? So advocating and providing that education has been very key for us. It's about how do we change the systems that sometimes are preventing individuals from moving forward. And then there's partnerships. To me, it's about relationships. That's the one thing that the pandemic, I think, has been hardest on me and probably all of you is, the face-to-face relationships, having the coffee, the dinners, and going to the luncheons, and those sorts of things. But the partnerships are so critical to us. creative, and so many creative solutions that have come about even before COVID, but with COVID, even more partnerships, with partnerships with the city and the county, with Greater Tacoma Community Foundation, and the partnership that we created, the Pierce County Connected Fund, working with the health department, getting masks out, working with their call centers, and our 211 working with them to get information out to the community, and much more. But all of this continued to happen even during COVID. So, so much is happening, so many exciting things. And again, we want to see United Way turn 200, right? We won't be around for it, but we want this community to benefit from a United Way. So thank you so much again for joining us. And now I would like to acknowledge our Centennial Campaign Tri-Chairs. Yes, yay. Todd and Tracy Silver. Todd is here with us in person tonight. And I don't know if Debbie is she's Debbie on Zoom. So Debbie's on Zoom. Thank you, Debbie. And Jim Walton is Jim on Zoom. So we definitely, from the bottom of my heart, just appreciate your passion for United Way and your commitment to the future by leading our Centennial campaign. So I'm just really grateful that you said yes when I asked. Thank you as well to our Centennial campaign committee members. Kent Roberts, I don't know if Kent is on Zoom tonight. Kent, thank you. Steve Harlow, our board chair, and Steve is here. Diane Fillion, and I think Diane is on Zoom. Frank Hagel, Mike Rogers, Lyle Clausen, Willie Stewart, and Nate Lauber. So, and Nate is online. So again, thank you to the committee. And I want to do a special shout out to Linda K. Briggs. Yes. An amazing consultant who has just been with us every step of the way. Thank you so much, Linda. And we are grateful to past board and campaign leadership for their dedication to United Way Pierce County. So before we end our evening, we'd like to show you our Centennial video. I think some of you may have seen it, but we want to introduce it. We introduced it at the rally, so we hope that you will enjoy it again. So here we go. Thank you so much.
Over the past 100 years, good things.
Should I try it?
Over the past 100.
We here? Ready?
Over the past 100 years, good things have happened here. Transformational things. Things that changed our community for good. This is not United Way of Pierce County's story. It's your story, your parents' story, your children's. It's a story that starts here in Pierce County, but belongs to all of us. Because it's always been about great and small acts of kindness, about great and small acts of giving, about creating great and small ripples of change, about creating possibilities together.
United Way is just a critical partner in a town and a community, the Pierce County community, where so much collaboration happens.
The community has always been one that is willing to come together and work on these problems, and they have been doing that under the umbrella of United Way.
United Way's always had a really pivotal part in making this community better for many, many years.
And through the years, we've seen a lot of agencies who have and really impacted our community, many of who have been funded and encouraged by United Way.
United Way of Pierce County has been at the forefront of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We know the needs of the community are even greater than ever.
We're dealing with a lot of people who don't have homes to live in, so we have a homeless population that's on the rise. We have challenges with cost of living.
People who are struggling and find themselves in poverty, and it gets to be a generational thing, which drives so many other issues that we hear about. Crime and health issues, education.
I believe in the way that United Way confronts the toughest barriers that families face in trying to lift themselves out of poverty.
United Way really helps lead the way in supporting families to address
So sorry, you guys. All right.
All right.
All right. You know, okay. So then we are going to try again.
I'm gonna leave the mic off. I'm gonna leave it off.
Oh, now it's working up like it should be. Okay. This is our first hybrid event, everyone. Thank you for your patience.
United Way really helped to lead the way in supporting families to address.
All right, you know what? I think we should move on. Emily? We'll send the link to everyone. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. You okay? All right, round of applause for real for Missy for not only facilitating this event as the first hybrid event for us, but also leading this event. I am really impressed by her work, and also, you know, when we were talking about having this event and how we would do something special for our donors and just our supporters. You know, in the past, we've done a couple of events already, right? Via Zoom. We evolved with COVID. We had Pierre, Professor from Pierre, who came in with his French accent and talked about wine. And we had such a great time, and we were like, wait, how are we going to make this event even better than that event? Okay, so Lizzie had brought up, why not do this hot shop experience? And I'm like, that is so brilliant. It's like, that makes so much sense for us to bring you guys here to the Museum of Glass, showcase the Hilltop artists, and have this really special, hopefully memorable, hopefully you're okay with what just happened, experience. So thank you again. We will send you the link. And this is the end of the structured program. What's going to happen is that we are going to be transitioning to the hot shop. And then what will happen with the people virtually, we will be sending you a link in the chat box or type in the website address listed on the screen into your web browser so you can actually see Hilltop artists live on your screen. Oh, isn't this kind of, I'm technically savvy a little bit, trying to get there, but that's what we are going to do. And
the need for people in our community to have access to education and resources and freedom to follow their dreams.
They're involved in bringing a lot of agencies together.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh my. All right, I'm just gonna